Next tonight, the mother of one of the men accused of murdering Stephen Lawrence claimed today her son was at home all evening on the night Stephen was stabbed. Pauline Dobson said her son Gary was in his bedroom playing computer games on the 22nd of April 1993. Both he and David Norris deny murder. Ria Chatterjee reports now from the Old Bailey on day 20 of the trial.
Pauline and Stephen Dobson insist their son was at home with them on the night Stephen Lawrence was murdered. They say he'd been in his bedroom playing on his Nintendo with loud music on. Pauline Dobson told the jury, "That night will stay with me forever. I remember where Gary was that evening. Gary was in all evening." Stephen Lawrence was attacked at around 10:30 p.m. Pauline Dobson said her son was making toast in the kitchen at that time. Under cross-examination, the prosecutor Mark Ellison QC pointed out that in 1996 she told police she saw her son 10 to 15 minutes later than that. He said this 10 minutes could be extremely important because the people who attacked Stephen Lawrence could have been back in their homes by then. She went on to answer questions about the jacket and a cardigan, which form a key part of the prosecution's case allegedly linking Gary Dobson to the attack. Of the jacket, she said, he wore it once. Someone took the mickey out of him and he never wore it again. Gary Dobson's defence barrister, Timothy Roberts QC, carried on. "Did you ever see your son wearing that cardigan?" Mrs. Dobson answered, "Never. My son never wore that cardigan." Gary Dobson himself said he hadn't worn the jacket since he'd been 14 or 15. Yesterday, the court was shown a surveillance video from 1994 of racist rants by the two defendants. Today, Gary Dobson said his comments were indefensible, but that he'd been a different person. When questioned about it, he said, "I had a few aggravations in life. I suppose I was a bit bitter and angry myself. I suppose it was a factor. In the street I had been spat at and everything else. I became a bitter young man." The defence case for Gary Dobson concluded today. Tomorrow, counsel for David Norris will set out their case. Ria Chatterjee, London Tonight, the Old Bailey.
Police have released images of more than